Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the powerhouse of wrestling, and there you see the danger sign from Jimmy Jack Hammer and Bulldozer Manson, #1 tag team here in the PWI, Heavy Construction.
They are very impressive, Heavy Construction. Last week, Bulldozer Manson wasn't around, but he was still able to take care of business, wasn't he? What happened?
Well, it was a wild encounter last week.
And their opponents, from Sin City, Iowa and Ontario, Canada, at a combined weight of 408 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Red Hot Billy Wilde and Johnny Utah.
A couple of youngsters trying to work their way up here in the PWI, Red Hot Billy Wilde and Johnny Utah. And
Red Hot Billy Wilde, somebody to watch out for.
They got a lot of momentum here.
Trust me, I'm watching Red Hot Billy Wilde.
Well, they come in the ring with a lot of enthusiasm, and they're going to need it against Heavy Construction. As stated, the #1 ranked tag team right behind the James boys here in the PWI. And like you said, last week, a war between those two teams. Nothing ever settled, and it still rages on, and Heavy Construction can't afford a loss at this stage of the game.
No, they can't. They cannot afford a loss if they want to remain #1 contenders.
And your referee for this matchup, Mr. Bill Haltom.
Yep, good old Bill Haltom.
Jimmy Jack Hammer there making sure that the attire is straight.
Yeah, well, Bill doesn't want to look like a slob.
He kind of looks like he come from the same clothier as Billy Wilde there with the bow tie.
Well, Billy Wilde and Billy Haltom, maybe they're related. You just never know.
Well, that might be the fact.
And you got to admit, Bill Haltom's the best referee in this stinking federation.
The best referee?
Sure he is.
I think all the referees are do a commendable job here in the PWI.
An idiot. That Mark Jabroni guy, we got rid of him a long time ago, thank goodness.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Thank goodness.
Jimmy Jack Hammer not real happy with the crowd's enthusiasm for one Billy Wilde.
Well, Billy Wilde needs to not worry about the stinking fans out at ringside and how bad they all smell. You know that. You've walked through here. It smells like a urinal.
I beg your pardon.
It smells like a urinal out there. And when you look around at ringside, you understand why. All the people, they never bathe.
Now, we've got some outstanding fans that come out here and support PWI. Why do you constantly, I watch this program and watch this program when I'm not taking the place of the live wire. Some outstanding people.
Yeah, they're outstanding people, all right.
Hey, did the referee just hand him something?
No. Billy Haltom wouldn't do anything like that.
And Billy Wilde opening up on Jimmy Jack Hammer.
Wow, what a leg drop. This Billy Wilde, if he had some guidance.
Jimmy Jack Hammer and Bulldozer Manson might have taken these two youngsters not quite as serious as need be. Maybe they're still thinking about the James boys.
Well, after last week's match, how can they not think about the James boys? Dallas and his illiterate brother Austin just took off. They took off out of the ring. They took off running with their tails between their legs. Took off with the tag team titles. They didn't give Heavy Construction their fair shake.
I beg to differ that the match was counted out. All four competitors were on the outside, and that is a long way from being over between those four individuals.
You bet it's not over. How could it be over? Look at that. I mean,
I understand that Bulldozer Manson may be a little worse for wear this week as a result of being hit with that hard helmet last week by Dallas James.
Yeah, well, Dallas James just went nutso, like he's apt to do. He's you know, he's a few sandwiches short of a picnic.
And again, Jimmy Jack Hammer. I see. Jimmy Jack Hammer is not looking so good right now against Billy Wilde. We could see an upset.
Well, two things. One, Billy Wilde is somebody to watch out for. If he didn't pay attention to these the toothless wonders out at ringside, he'd be doing a lot better for himself. And two, they're probably a little worn out. They're probably a little tuckered out from chasing the James boys all over God's creation.
Tag is made, and the big man of the team, Bulldozer Manson, a powerhouse, whips him across. Nice clothesline there. I don't think that he was really, I think he's playing with him, to be honest.
I think he's just toying around with it. Well, look at the size difference. How could you not?
Picks him up. Big body slam. Well, is he going to slam him? Yes,
wow.
he is.
He had him way up in the air on that body
And Billy
slam.
Wilde now needs to get over to his side of the ring and make that tag to young Johnny Utah.
Well, Billy Wilde's not playing to his strengths. If he had somebody in his corner to point out what those strengths were, he would play to those
Someone
strengths.
in his corner like...
Well, you never know. There's a lot of good folk here in the... there's a lot of good people.
Someone like, well, Damian Anderson is not really in PWI at this particular point in time. The Four Aces saw to that, and you've constructed a team somewhat to take the place of the Devil's Den, the Cannonballers.
I have nothing against Damian Anderson.
Is there anybody in the
wrong.
ring right now that is Cannonball material?
Well, when you look at it, let me explain why I call them the Cannonballers. My Uncle Bert made a great movie years and years ago.
I remember that.
Cannonball Run. It had all the stars. It had Sammy Davis Jr., God rest his soul. It had Dean Martin, God rest his soul. It had Dom DeLuise, God rest his soul. And
or is that his career?
Well, that's it. He's selling some bad ham and cheese maker on the infomercials these days. But there's one man in the ring. Actually, there's, in an odd kind of way, there's two men in the ring.
Two? No, wait a minute. I see
in this match.
I see 3 men in the. Well, actually, I see 4 men if you count the referee. But wrestlers here, there's 3. Bill Hold'em needs to get one of those wrestlers out. Jimmy Jackhammer finally getting on the outside. So you're saying of the 3 men there we're seeing on the monitor.
Of all the men in the match, that's what I'm saying. You know.
Would you care to elaborate?
Whoa!
What
What
nice
a drop
kick.
kick! This Billy Wilde, somebody to watch out for.
He's young, he's raw, and like you say, maybe with the right leadership, he could work his way up. There's a powerful full Nelson. Now, that could be a submission.
And when you think about it, heavy construction, #1 contenders, that could come in handy too. Oh, look at you. Oh, you're just worried.
I think that there's some devious
cards?
thoughts going on there.
You're worried about what cards the deal has up his sleeve.
Now, I did not see a tag, and Bill Hold'em is over
I
there with
did.
Johnny. You saw a tag?
No, I saw a tag.
I didn't see that tag. And now both men in the
there we
ring, and
go.
the referee's over there with Johnny Utah. There's Bill Hold'em. And
Whoa!
that he could have jammed his knee. He could have hyperextended his knee. Very dangerous maneuver there on the part of heavy construction. And now are we going to see a pile driver?
No, he just wants to ring his bell. Oh, see, this Billy Wilde, he's young, he's impressive, but he's just missing something. And when you think about
Could be
it,
missing a knee or some teeth after. Jimmy Jackhammer is just vicious at times. He did not get the 3 count.
no, honest Bill Hold'em in the ring there.
He's got a handful of hair into the corner, and you see the way that heavy construction is cutting off the ring, using their half, a mark of a good tag team. Billy Wilde trying to fight out, but I'm not sure he can. Well, he's making a run at it.
See, he has some gumption.
He needed to get over there and make the tag, but Jimmy Jackhammer, the wise veteran, just hanging on to that leg, cutting off the ring. Johnny Utah would love to get in that ring.
Well, Johnny Utah has even been in this match.
I think he was in there for about 2 minutes.
Well, but he hasn't been in there for a while. He's probably all ready to go.
Now, why is Jimmy Jackhammer? See, this is where heavy construction really takes advantage. They get the referee to look at the other opponent. Johnny Utah was doing absolutely nothing and double teaming. That is one of their strong points, double teaming.
Sure it is. No, it's tag team wrestling. You're allowed to do that.
You are allowed to do that according to the rule book for a 5 count. I will have to say you are correct. And now Billy Wilde ducks the clothesline, and he's over, makes the tag to Johnny Utah, and here comes Utah, and he's a House of Fire deal. And now Jimmy Jackhammer takes over on Johnny Utah, who came in like a House of Fire.
Well, he came in like a House of Fire, but Jimmy Jackhammer took him out of the picture, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Now he's got the referee's attention, and Bulldozer Manson choking him over there in the corner. Turn around, referee.
Well, you're not going to question Honest Bill. Honest Bill is just doing the best he can. Look at this. Oh boy.
Oh,
Dropped him right on his noggin.
where's the referee at? He's over there on the wrong side of the ring, and they're over there choking him.
This Johnny Utah is showing me nothing. Heavy Construction's showing me a lot.
They're showing me 2-on-1.
They're showing me why they are the PWI #1 contenders.
Now, well, Johnny Utah, well, I'm not sure if he kicked out or he pulled him up. I couldn't tell from this vantage point that I had. Now, Bulldozer Manson back in. Now, it's not going to be nice side suplex there. He's going to dump him right there.
Sidewalk slam. Look at that.
The thing is, Dio, you've got to admit he's a little bit slow and methodical with these youngsters. Heavy Construction's not going to do that to the James boys. They've got to come in and be prepared against the James boys.
I'm not going to lie to you. They can't do this to the James boys. What they have to do against the James boys...
And you wouldn't take one of the James boys in their own corner and stand there and slap him.
Well, you can't, because Dallas is a nutcase. Austin's just a brawler, pure and simple. Oh,
well,
no.
Billy Wilde made a mistake, and I think it's going to cost him.
Billy Wilde got overpowered.
No.
Oh, huge power bomb. What's he doing with him?
I think the young man is out.
Makes the tag. What are they going to do with this kid?
Come on, referee, get him out of there. I think something that comes off. And the referee's not even counting, and Jimmy Jackhammer running around like a man possessed in the ring. The referee needs to take charge.
Oh, they can pin this kid whenever they want. He's beat down to nothing.
Vicious. If I was Johnny Utah, I'd get in the ring.
No, you shouldn't.
Oh, the big wrecking ball.
Oh, look at that.
That's 270-some pounds coming off.
He bowled him over 3 times and once
That's
on
got to
Sunday.
be it. And that is 3. That is 3 count right there. Heavy Construction, somewhat of an easy time with the young duo of Billy Wilde and Johnny Utah.
Showing why they are the #1 contenders to the PWI Tag Team Championship. Let's go to the replay, shall we? Look at this. Bulldozer Manson up to the second ropes. Jimmy Jackhammer whips his man in. Boom! Boom! Look at that. Look at that. He rolls him over 3 times. I tell you what, they are the #1 contenders. They're all that in a bag of chips.